Hey, it's Alisha here, and today I wanted to talk about workaholics, why you might be a workaholic and what you can do about it. You don't really need to be aware of the reasons why, so I'm going to share them with you, but it's more important really to know how to move through that if that's something you actually want to do. Normally workaholics don't want to change that about themselves, but maybe if you knew the reason why, maybe you would want to. So some reasons could be that, first of all, you actually think that you're not enough. You feel inadequate, so you kind of feel like you have to work hard in order to receive. And because that's what you're doing, then that is going to be your reality. You are going to have to work really hard in order to receive, because that's the frequency that you're giving off. And you're actually giving off a frequency of lack and limitation by working all the time and working really hard, because you feel like that's the only way that you will receive. So then that is going to be mirrored in your world. It could also be that you don't want to let people close to you, so you use your work as kind of a distraction, and also it's like you're physically not making space for anyone to fit into your life if you're working all the time. So you may not even realize subconsciously that's why you feel like you need to work super hard, because you actually don't want to let people in your life and let people close to you. So instead you just work with all your free time so that you don't make space for them to even fit in. So those could be some of the reasons why, but some things that you could do to kind of move through this if you want to. It's going to be kind of similar to the Dickens process that I think Tony Robbins talks about, but I'm going to kind of change it up a bit. But he says to kind of meditate and feel into like what it's going to cost you and the people close to you if you don't overcome that fear or limiting belief that's causing you to either not let people close to you or work really hard, and that could be the reason you have like severe health problems if you're working all the time, or it could be anything really. But to think about in the past, the future, and the present, what are you costing yourself and the people around you, and to try to think of like the worst case scenario that could happen if you didn't work through these fears. And as an example of like a really worst case scenario is something actually that happened to me, so it's very likely to happen. If you are someone who maybe doesn't let people close to you, like a guy that I actually used to date in the past, that ended up leading to me having depression and even thinking about taking my own life. And so for him, if he could feel into that, like what it would be like if I hurt the people around me to the point where they were so unhappy and wanted to take their own lives. Like that's extreme, but that's what the Dickens process tells you to do. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but like I'd like if you could feel into the resonance of that fear and what it can cost you and the people around you, and then feel into the resonance of the opposite of that, of what if that wasn't true? What if you did let people close to you, if you did receive things easily without having to work really hard, and whatever it is that's holding you back, what if the opposite of that was true? What would that feel like? And if you feel into the resonance of that, which is going to feel so much lighter, you're going to be at a higher harmonic, and that is going to be the frequency that you're giving off. You will no longer need to work really hard to receive. You could make space and let people into your life. You can have close relationships, you can receive love, and you could be happier than ever. And if you can just start feeling into the resonance of what would that be like, and what if the opposite of that fear was true, then that will be the harmonic you're giving off and what you will be receiving in return. So that's just a quick tip on what you can do if you are a workaholic and maybe you don't want to be anymore. So I hope you found value in that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hit the bell button if you want to be notified the next time I upload a video. So thanks for listening, and bye for now.